Hi, people. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope everyone had a good Monday. Um, I want to talk about a subject today that most people think of in a negative light, but can be really powerful if used correctly, and that's nepotism. Now, usually nepotism is looked at negatively, but we're going to start with the definition. Patronage bestowed on or favoritism shown on the basis of family relationship, as in business and politics. If you noticed, even in the example that they give, it's negative. And for the most part, I'd say for the most part, nepotism is pretty negative, but it can be used in such a wonderful light when used correctly. And I'm not going to, correctly might not be the perfect word, but it's the word I choose to use. So, most of the time when we think of nepotism, and I'm just using them as an example because they are perfect in every way. So we have Trump being first. Then we have Junior and Ivanka. Trump literally got his money from his father and squandered it. The dude is not a good businessman, but that's a story for another occasion. And then you turn around and Junior and Ivanka have used their father's name, know nothing about the ventures that they're in, except that it's something that they want to do. This is nepotism that everybody here sees and everybody has a mind of when they first think of that word. And for the most part, they would be correct. But what I'm going to sit here and do, and I'm going to show you how nepotism can be used for a greater force, how you can use it to lift your family up, and then turn around and lift your community up. So, we going to get into some big players and get away from these type of people that, as you can see, they're worthless, but yet somehow they get into positions of power. Yeah, we're going to take that to another road. So let's take a look at another power couple here. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Each one of them came from nothing, made their way up, and have made millions for themselves and their family. So you want to be able to pass that on, right? You want to be able to use your own influence to try to put your family on. We want our family to do big things. So what tend to happen in this standpoint is that their children are growing up in that type of spotlight with a faster opportunity than their parents had. So they're able to dibble and dab in stuff that their parents had to earn the hard way. Now, I've only picked Jaden and Willow because they're pretty much at the forefront, and the other son, he kind of like lays in the background, so he's doing his thing. But these two are out front. You got Jaden with a pretty nice rap career. Willow is doing her thing, singing and whatnot. And they're using not only their parents' name, but their parents' money to propel them into positions that a regular person would not be able to get into. This is what I would call almost in the middle nepotism, because in turn of they're able to develop themselves in the way that they want to. They're able to express themselves in the way that they want to. But they also have ventures to help others or help areas that they want to build up. Jaden has recently announced that he's getting water to Flint faster than the government is. Now, you saw the people in the previous pic. Do you think that they're doing anything for the regular people? No. But their parents, here we had the Smiths, where their parents have tried to keep them as grounded as possible. And the children, yeah, they can come off a little bit weird. But the heart, their hearts tend to be in good places. I've seen them as good people. They rock different things. They can do. The boy Jaden is just weird-ish, So he definitely gets, gets his thing going. But yeah, hey, you know what? If you can express yourself and get it on good, hey, do your thing, man. I am not mad at you at all. And they are definitely, as a family, doing their thing. They're doing it. They're continuing to do it. Like I said, this is kind of middle, but this is nepotism. It just hasn't manifested itself in a evil way. Evil being a bad influence, really not earning anything. Jaden and Willow are they're earning their spots and they're using their parents as a boost. I actually see nothing wrong with that myself, because if your parents are in a position to help you, that's what parents are there for. They are there to boost you and help you. If your parents got millions of dollars, they definitely gonna boost you and help you in a different way. But if you really want to look at a power family, then look no further than this gentleman right here. Oh my goodness. The Waltons make $4 million a week on average, thanks to this gentleman right here, who came from little to nothing and built an empire for his family. Now, we looking at a different level of nepotism, because how often do you hear about the Waltons, the family, the kids? How often do you hear about them? They work for Walmart, but how often do you actually hear about them in the news doing craziness and being on that level? You really don't, do you? So this family is an absolute beast. They are educated, and they are one of the richest families in the entirety of the United States. Their net worth, the lowest person on that totem pole's net worth is $7 billion. This family is absolutely ridiculous. But this family works within the company. They are educated. They know their shit. They run their company. Regardless of what you think about Walmart, the family knows how to run their company. They sit in positions of power within their business, positions that they would have earned in any other company. Possessing advanced degrees, work experience, and the background that you would want from executives in your company. It's still nepotism. They moved up faster because of their father. But with their education and background, they would have gotten the same opportunity. They would have just been in a different company. Now, when I look at nepotism, this is how black people can build from that. Instead of trying to do the corrupt way of doing things, quit being corrupt, quit taking the worst of what we see, take the best. You start a business, you educate, get your kids educated, your business pays for their education, they come back, work for your business, and guess what? You have built a empire. I always say it starts with me, and then I'm going to grow, put myself to the side, and build for my children. I want them to have an empire if I can do it. That way I have lived comfortably and they can live comfortably, but they understand the value of how I grew up and how they're going to grow up. So you don't want to be the nepotism that this example is for. You just don't want to throw people into positions and have them just go at it and you're like, okay, this is what it is. You definitely don't want to be like this group right here. Definitely don't want to be like this group, because somewhere along the line this is going to break up, because nobody knows what the hell they're doing. So somewhere along the line, somebody passes away, whether it be the matriarch or the patriarch of the family, and without that bagging, it falls apart, because all you have is corruption. So you definitely don't want to be like this. I would say to use these two as the examples of what you want to be like. At the minimum, the Smiths, give your children opportunities to kind of grow, do what they want to do, go off in their own directions. Or if you want to take over the world, be like the Waltons. Build your empire, get your children stabilized, educated on how to take over that empire and change the world. Walmart has literally changed the world. So I personally don't look at the negative parts of nepotism, even though understanding the negative parts is something everybody should do. Use that to your advantage. I mean, I was just watching on the news today, and it's so prevalent right now in a negative way, when we could be using that for something else. Those were my thoughts today. I hope, like I said, I hope you all have a good Monday. I try to get up here every day, but dude, I be tired. Some of us got to work. I haven't built that empire yet. So, hope y'all have a good one. Talk to you later.